99% of men will never do this, yet it is precisely the one thing that naturally draws women in. It might sound like an exaggeration at first, but think about it. How many men have you seen who are good-looking, confident, and highly successful, yet still struggle to build a real, meaningful connection? The truth is, attraction isn't about wealth, looks, or social status. What most men completely miss are the quiet, subtle habits that operate beneath the surface of conscious awareness. Signals that speak directly to a woman's emotional core without her even realizing why. And the most frustrating part, these habits are not complicated. They don't require expensive gifts or years of practice. They simply require awareness, intention, and the willingness to step outside the shallow patterns most men fall into. Today, we are going to reveal 5 things women secretly long for but rarely express. These aren't your typical cliché flirting tricks. These are psychological triggers rooted in human nature and timeless Stoic wisdom, principles that will completely transform how you are experienced. If you haven't mastered these yet, you are missing out on the only type of attraction that truly matters. Not the fleeting interest that vanishes the moment you leave, but the deep, lingering impression that keeps you in her thoughts weeks and months later. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the insights that could change everything for you. Let's begin. 1. The power of touch before intimacy. Picture yourself on a date. The conversation is flowing smoothly, you're both laughing, and everything seems perfect, yet something is missing. There's a quiet friction, a feeling that the connection hasn't fully crossed the line. You walk her home, send a text later, and then nothing. No response. This is where most men make their first critical mistake. They believe attraction is built solely through words, clever jokes, fascinating stories, or endless conversation. But human connection runs much deeper than that. Women do not just connect with what you say. They connect with how they feel in your presence, your energy, your stillness, and your physical awareness. One of the most overlooked ways to solidify that emotional bond is through touch. Not aggressive, demanding, or forceful touch, but touch that feels entirely natural, gentle, and deeply respectful. A soft touch on her arm to emphasize a point, a gentle hand on the lower back to guide her through a crowded room, or briefly holding her hand. These small, quiet gestures communicate more than 1,000 words ever could. Without saying a single thing, they whisper, "I see you. You are safe with me. I am fully present right here, right now." The biggest error men make is linking touch to an expectation. They touch because they want something in return. And women can sense that transactional intention instantly. Instead of creating comfort, it creates pressure. But when a man can offer a touch with zero expectations, he immediately stands apart. He becomes a source of safety, and safety is the very bedrock of genuine attraction. By taking the lead physically in a calm, grounded way, you signal that you are a protector, someone who is completely in tune with her comfort. It's a silent, instinctual language that human nature has responded to for centuries. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Stop arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Be that grounded presence." The men who understand that attraction is not a transaction, but an experience shared in the quietest moments, are the ones who become truly unforgettable. 2. The art of flirting with respect and detachment. When it comes to showing interest, most men end up trapping themselves in one of 2 extreme behaviors. On one side, you have the overeager chaser. He flirts so intensely, so aggressively, that his energy immediately screams desperation. He's trying too hard to impress, trying too hard to force a reaction. On the other side, you have the hesitant protector, the man who holds himself so much back out of fear of rejection or crossing a line that he never signals any romantic interest at all. He becomes safe, predictable, and eventually entirely forgotten. The truth, however, exists in a rare and powerful middle ground. Women deeply enjoy the dance of flirting, but only when it feels entirely natural, respectful, and backed by a quiet, unshakable confidence. True flirting is not about memorizing clever pickup lines or executing calculated tactics. It is entirely about energy.